Have you ever dreamed of flying? Not in a plane, but just floating? Well, in 1982, a truck driver from Los Angeles decided to make that dream a reality in the most unbelievable way possible. This is the story of Lawnchair Larry. On July 2nd, 1982, Larry Walters, a man whose poor eyesight kept him from becoming a military pilot, took matters into his own hands. He strapped himself into a standard Sears lawn chair, the kind you'd find in any backyard, but this wasn't for a barbecue. For control, he had a few jugs of water for ballast, a CB radio to talk to his friends on the ground, a pellet gun, and thankfully, a parachute. His plan was simple: float about 30 feet above his neighborhood for a few hours. But when his friends cut the tether, he didn't just float. He rocketed upwards at over 800 feet per minute. Before he knew it, Larry was at 16,000 feet, that's 3 miles high, drifting into the busy airspace over Los Angeles International Airport. Imagine the air traffic controllers that day. They started getting calls from baffled pilots. A TWA pilot reported seeing a guy in a lawn chair at 16,000 feet. A Delta pilot confirmed it. You can just picture the disbelief in the control tower. Up there, floating among commercial jets, was Larry, cold, scared, but undeniably flying. To get down, he started shooting the balloons one by one with his pellet gun. It was a slow, nerve-wracking descent. He eventually drifted into a Long Beach neighborhood where his chair got tangled in power lines, knocking out power to the area for about 20 minutes. When he finally landed, the first police officer on the scene asked him, "Did you know you were in a federal airway?" Larry's classic reply was, "A man can't just be sitting around." He was arrested, but the legend of Lawnchair Larry was born. Fast forward to today, 2026, and Larry's audacious flight is having a huge cultural moment. His story of chasing an impossible dream has inspired a whole new generation. For starters, the musical 42 Balloons, which was a hit in the UK, just had its North American premiere at the Chicago Shakespeare Theater last year. It's a fantastic show that captures the sheer audacity and heart of Larry's adventure. On top of that, a new documentary called Larry's Lawnchair by filmmaker Nervin Melick is making waves. It includes long-lost footage from 1982, giving us a front-row seat to one of the most bizarre moments in aviation history. This renewed fascination has also sparked a wave of ballooning events across the country. Right now, the Arizona Balloon Classic is happening in Chandler, and they even have Bring Your Lawn Chair viewing events as a little nod to Larry. Coming up in April, we've got the balloons over Horseshoe Bay Resort in Texas, followed by the National Balloon Classic in Iowa this summer. And of course, the biggest of them all, the Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta in October, where the sky fills with hundreds of colorful giants. This brings up an interesting question. Could a small town with a big heart like Bull Shoals, Arkansas, host its own Lawnchair Larry-style event? The town definitely has the right spirit. Their Great Bull Shoals Water Balloon Battle every September shows they love a good balloon-themed party. Plus, they're right next door to Harrison, home of the Arkansas's Hot Air Balloon State Championship, so they have access to pilots and expertise. But here's the reality check. As of right now, in mid-January 2026, the wind gusts in Bull Shoals are hitting nearly 30 miles per hour. For hot air balloons, anything over 8 to 10 miles per hour is a no-go for safety. And for something as unpredictable as cluster ballooning Larry's method, those winds are a recipe for disaster. Then there's the landscape. The beautiful, dense Ozark forests and Bull Shoals Lake would make finding a safe landing spot nearly impossible for a craft with almost no steering. So, while a free-flying lawn chair event over Bull Shoals might be off the table, the dream isn't dead. Imagine a tethered balloon glow event over the lake at dusk, with dozens of balloons lighting up the night sky. It would be a breathtaking, and more importantly, safe way to celebrate the spirit of Lawnchair Larry, that desire to do something extraordinary, to rise above the everyday, and to maybe, just for a moment, touch the sky. It captures all the magic without the power outages. What do you think? Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this story, be sure to fly over to that subscribe button for more adventures. See you next time.